Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Barney and his trainer Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Barney's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. He's going to come home with his very own training equipment. We're going to answer any questions that you have about anything at all and have written instruction for you when he gets ready to come home tomorrow. Now, Barney is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Barney heel. Now, because of the rain, we're working inside, but we want him to work indoors as well as outdoors for you. And each time that Brandy stops her feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And the only thing that she's using is praise. Good boy, you hear her talking to him. He's very focused on her. He's very bright. And this is a great way to exercise what's between his ears. And very important to the long-term relationship that you have with him. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. It is a self-control exercise. Stay. And it's something that you're going to lengthen out the amount of time. So you're going to go from wherever he comfortably holds it, about 30 seconds, and you're going to slowly work up to 3 minutes. This helps to develop his focus and his self-control and his maturity. When Brandy returns back to him, she walks all the way around him, and he maintains that sit until she gets all the way back to his shoulders and gives him another command, and they take off heeling again.
Good job. Good job. Good boy. Very good boy.
Good job.
Stay.
She leaves him in another sit-stay. And even with me here talking and the camera, which is not usual for his training sessions, he is really focused on her, and she's going to demonstrate the come on command. He comes right in and sits. He did all 4 on the floor at all times, and then he goes back to heel.
Good job.
And if you notice, Brandy doesn't allow him to drop his head onto the ground because that's a distraction.
Stay.
She leaves him in another sit-stay. And she calls him in.
Barney, come.
He comes right in and sits.
No, Barney.
And then goes back to heel.
Good job. Ready? Heel. Good boy. Good boy.
He's a very smart, very active little man, and he needs this stimulation. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now, your long down stay, again, you can practice right in your living room.
Stay.
And you want him to hold it. And you can see that he's very comfortable. A lot of times he stretches out his back feet, and we know that he's in it for the long haul. When Brandy returns back to him, she walks all the way around him, back to heel position where they started. She stops at his shoulders, and they take off heeling again.
Good job.
It's amazing what she's done with him.
Down. Down. Stay.
So that's your down from a heel position. And because they have that relationship and that bond, he looks to her for direction. And he tries so hard to please in his over-the-top little way.
Barney, heel. No. Good boy. Ready? Heel.
And you can see that he's really trying to please her. He probably should have been a show dog. He's got that attitude. Now the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So Brandy's going to leave him in a sit stay and turn to face him.
Stay.
She's going to use her right hand this time, the only time that she's used her right hand, to give the command to down and stay. I'm just amazed at how far this little guy has come and what a wonderful job Brandy has done with him. It's okay, just call him in.
Ready? Heel.
He has done a great job of demonstrating all of his new skills. You had asked if he would, we would work on him coming up and putting his front feet when asked. So Brandy's been working on that, and she's using her leash, and then she just leans down and picks him right up. When she puts him down on the ground, she tells him to sit. So everything here is controlled. Like he has to think. And he has to realize that this is a skill that you're performing.
Down. Sit.
Sit. And she does it again.
Up. Good boy.
And then up into your lap. So I think that we are very, very proud of Barney and his accomplishments. We've enjoyed having him. He can be a challenge. I can see why he's here. But he is very, very smart, which is one of your problems. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you very soon.